Welcome back to MDL here on Vortex Entertainment. We've got quite the game lined up here with Team Heretics taking on CR4ZY. It's been quite a fun evening so far, featuring just one game previous to this one, where we saw Vanguard 16-0 Nemiga. Both were table toppers at the start of that match, but the dismantling, the absolute obliteration that Vanguard put out on Dust 2 versus a very troubled Nemiga side, at least in that game, that's sure to put Vanguard just far ahead in that game. Here we have two teams who are a bit lower down the table, still very much in contention to get through, and Heretics and CR4ZY. Don't forget as well, we do have a game going on right now on the second channel. That's Vortex Vortex Entertainment 2. Virtus Pro right now on train versus Phoenix. Then later in the evening we'll have at 19 or at 7 PM EST, Gamer Legion versus Phoenix. For right now, playing as mentioned. That's on this channel right here. But until then, we'll be seeing this match happen. As the match is live, CR4ZY deciding to stay on that CT side for this map. We'll hope for maybe just a little bit longer game than the match we saw previous to this one, but we'll see. 16 zeros are always fun, so Team Heretics trying to go quite quickly. They're not willing to draw out the game at all, but that's been so many frags in this pistol in the span of about 20 seconds. Nearly all of Heretics are wiped out. Same goes for CR4ZY. 2-on-1 now with David P on incredibly low health. He's got no idea about Esperanto either. Easy round for CR4ZY. This pretty new look roster with Chips and Enemy. Just chaotic, honestly, that round. Very much gonna shake up what we all thought of this game coming into it. The two sides are certainly quite exciting to watch, but I wasn't expecting that much excitement at just the first round. Here they come again, very quickly again. Letney with a beautiful timed push to pick up a free kick. Everything else should be settled quite quickly too, with Kiyoshima being left all alone. Not for very long. That's CR4ZY taking a 2-0 lead. That's the fastest 2-0 lead I think I've ever witnessed, honestly. Just super quickly. Did not take long at all for those two rounds to wrap up. But it was just an eco that last round for Heretics. They do have money now. Heretics with a full buy. CR4ZY keeping 2 MP9s. See how it all goes as Ottund is perhaps going to be a bit pressured here. Kiyoshima taking him out straight off the bat. That's a very good frag for Heretics to have. Esperanto now the defense line. Throwing a good timed smoke to ward off the Heretic squad, keeping them at bay. Letney holding from the other angle. Heretics are a bit shut in right now by tunnels. Oh, could have been a better nade. Was it okay in the end? A re-smoke now come through. 2 players in secret for CR4ZY. Enemy included, who takes out the boosted Lucky. That's a 4v4 now with Letney watching this angle. Somehow Devadubek is able to get that one, and that's opened it right back up. CR4ZY suddenly in such a disadvantage with their positions, and they're being held outside to good smoke thrown out as Heretics can safely get the bomb down. Falling into heaven too. Enemy will be the one to try and go up just in heaven. Flashing from Esperanto. If any of Heretics players decided to push up, that won't happen. Crazy. Trying to play to this new meta where you do save most of the rounds. Even when you're in a slight disadvantage, man-to-man wise. They are going to save. Chips staying from the back. They are just going for eco, or not ecos, exits here, but it will be Moccasin who gets all the exit frags of the round that it has to offer. Heretics get around back, and immediately we've broken the curse that Vanguard, the Nemiga brought upon us. Finally around for both sides in a match. Pleasantly priced. Goodbye round here as well to follow up on that third round. Both sides having more than enough, really, to do this. Okay, Ottund maybe getting a bit of it ahead of himself, I'd say. Good flick, but wrong team. Esperanto instead taking all the damage there. Not too much in the end. Only half. Letney trying to do more than just half. He does take out one. That's two. The dinner may just get finished if he hits the frog on Kiyoshima. It's lucky to go down first instead after a trade, and Esperanto settles it. Ottund didn't get a single frag there, but the team damage that Esperanto does. Maybe some karmic retribution for both of them in separate ways. 3-1 then. Crazy get right back on track, but Heretics are not letting it go just yet. They have another force here in them. I think it is a pretty decent one too. This Chips now peeking in from Ramper. All of Heretics are gonna come. He loses his life after just the frag. Letney does the same. Well, he got the frag after he died, actually. But all the same, man-to-man wise, Ottund, oof, push. Shot for the smoke. Maccasin's had quite the game so far. All of his frags have been really important, and may just get another one here. But Esperanto has the timing on him. He actually played the timing quite well, Esperanto. And now he's still on the site. Another good frag, and that may have just settled it. Kiyoshima all alone. Nino 1-on-2. Needs to go for it. With 55 seconds left, he has the world. What's this oyster? Is he going to come in from main is the question. It's certainly looking likely. Esperanto may just be watching this angle though. Yes, I think he is. Oh, still. Kiyoshima with grace takes that one. From the enemy now. Coming up from the vents. 25 seconds with the bomb now going down. Enemy to nade in. Nade will land quite well, but Kiyoshima still staying afloat with 72. He was full health, but not anymore. That nade actually played out really importantly for enemy, because that meant that he could kill him with just a dink. If he hadn't have naded him, he would have needed a dink and another another hit into the body that was Kiyoshima. That's nothing to another round for Crazy. The small little things can matter quite a bit. Heretics, oh, another fast push. They've done so many fast pushes so far. They're doing it again. Good flashes. We'll get a trade frag and more than just a trade frag. Now turned to 3-on-2. Ottund getting mollied out as well. Could this be a save already? I think they are going for it. Bomb's going down on B. David P is all alone there. But none of Crazy really expected it. Will they recognize that new, or not very new, but the bomb sound? That's down on B. Yes, I think they will. Chips going down to secret now. Couple tricky post-plant positions to deal with here for Bulgarian. Here he comes to... Oh, I think he is going to save. Yep. You almost knew it from the fact that the bomb only had about 15 seconds left. And that it was still quite far behind, that Otten stayed behind, that none of Team Heretics really gave him anything to play with. Moccasin's still looking for a weapon there with only P250 in his hands, but nothing that he'll get. That's instead a round for Heretics and most of, or not most of, Otten stays alive. Same goes for Chips. Still a pretty okay buy round from them. With 2 FAMASas and a Deagle. Esperanto, of course, very proficient on that Deagle too. Look at Kirishima. Already gone into secret, like the little minx that he is. Oh, Letney's just given off Esperanto's position. Why does he keep getting bullied by his teammates? It keeps... if you're Esperanto right now, especially if you're known to be a bit fiery in the past, you have to have a go at your teammates at this stage. Like, what is that? So surprising to see. Trying to avenge his friend that he helped kill in the first place. He does so. I guess that's something. Now with 53 seconds, Heretics still going for ramp. Something they will get quite easily. The closest player in Letney being quite far behind. Up on this B site. WX dropped from the server. He wasn't alive anyway, right? So, won't really matter. Oh, wait. No. WX didn't drop. It was not him. It was Otten, who I think was alive, actually. I may be mistaken. Either way, will cause some distraction. Crazy. Almost powered through there. I think if the enemy got 2 frags, then that would have been round over for Heretics. Not the case. Instead, this 2-on-3 may just be unwinnable. Or at least in this current meta. They do want to save more and more. And it's just looking like they will. Pick some exit frags maybe in play here. Letney's trying to stay back in lobby. Maybe catch out any Heretics players who run through unaware. That man may just be lucky. May not feel so lucky. Because he's just got taken down. But David P, with the trade, will leave Chips all alone as the sole CT survivor. Oof, that could have changed. Not so many health points more. Didn't happen though. He stays alive. The rest of his team don't. And Heretics sure to equalize the score now because Crazy only have a couple of upgraded pistols here. Not much. And another quick push. You love to see it time and time again from Heretics. Chips outside the smoke. Trying to get anything, but honestly I think he should just be the one to save. Rest of Crazy maybe jump in. Try and get something from this round. Ooh, Chips. Thought he was in that molly range. Not quite though. Just sticking back. Letney will be his guard. The others trying to follow through too. Bit of a conga line. At least to some extent, but won't really make much of it. Moccasin may just have to watch out. He should see these shadows. Always sees those shadows. Good free cape. Otten not even needing to kill him, instead getting lucky on the drop. I think Lucky just died to the bomb there, so I mean it's worth it, right? Bit of confidence boost with a nice 3k spray and a 4-4 equalized position now, where Heretics have got most of the last few rounds. Chips trying to stop that streak. He's in here. He's got one. Backing off now too. Good play from an enemy. Both are able to get a couple frags in. 2 in total, actually. Oh, some more team damage. Not this time. It's just blocked it. Esperanto basically settles the round at this point so early. That second frag was crucial, leaving Makazin all alone, who taps out Ottend after the trade on Esperanto himself. Still 2 more players to kill though. One bit in Chips, who is down to 5 health. Admittedly, 57 seconds now. He's got a lot of time to play with, but has he got the creativity? Has he got what it takes? 45 seconds. He's actually going for quite a long wrap around here. And Chips is in ramp. Well, Letney is indoors. I think these are brilliant 2v1 positions. Locking out most possibilities for Makazin. To some degree at least. 27 seconds now. He's got to move on. At least 2. Some degree. Here he comes. I think they may just start going more towards the site. These crazy players. If he doesn't plant behind the silos, he is going to go down. Good molly. Still has that smoke as well. Letney trying to peek now. Needs this frag, but he goes for the reload. 7 bullets. As the reload is cancelled, he goes back out, but it's Letney who will get the frag. Great 2v1 play. Crazy, just keeping their cool, keeping the discipline. Keeping Heretics off the lead. Because they have retaken it 5-4 now. This game is already looking quite a bit closer than the one we saw earlier. Again, if you weren't here, if you missed that game, and it was 16-0 to a Vanguard over an Amiga. On does too. Nuke always a bit more, always given more chances to make a bit more, less 16-0-y. You don't see Nuke 16-0s all too often, or you do see Dust 2s way more frequently. Here they come again then, to tie it back up. Lucky is the one who does all of the work, or at least most of it. That free K will mean they're in the advantage, and he gets another one. 4 for him. Letney left. All by himself. Should go for the save here. He will do so, not letting Lucky ace that at all either. Lucky must be going for this, surely. I can't see another possibility. I don't think he'll succeed though, because Letney's got quite the head start on them in this save. We'll be 5-5 though. Game is staying neck and neck. It has been from the very moment it started. Lucky won't be able to get that ace that he must have wanted, but it's worth not going for that, honestly. It was just on 20 health. Might have just been a free frag for Letney if he were to go for it. That's it. Good start. A good start is exactly what they need too, Crazy. The fact that they mostly got this SG to rely on. Kishima with one trade back, but it won't really matter as long as you don't take out this one armored Letney. The one tank. Then no kills will really matter. You have to take out the general to take out the army. Kishima trying slowly but surely to topple that army. We'll start it off by lightly damaging enemy. I think CR4ZY are realizing that Heretics are going for A at this very point. Letney coming through on the A site. He has been spotted though on the site from 2 separate angles, only managing one. Otton doing some of the work there too, but it's left a lot for Chips to do with only a USP. Unarmored too. Has to get surprising drop on one of these players and the other one needs to not be looking. Neither will be the case. It's instead Heretics who take the lead. 6-5 it is. This one is looking very close right from the start. I don't see a reason for it to stop either from going this back and forth because CR4ZY have just got another buy opportunity. Look at the stats. It's Letney. It's been an absolute tank so far. 14-7. Closest is enemy. Very good stats for him. Obviously has been helped by, I think, twice now. Being the sole, or at least one rare weapon of the side, while the others more carry pistols. 1 or 2 more full buys. Or half. So, impressive here from the start. Execute now. Heretics going outside. It's Moccasin to be the point man as they lead the line towards Letney. Standing in secret. Kishima, surprisingly enough, didn't check the angle all too well. Now, enemy can have a chance to extend this man advantage too, hiding in the smoke. Now pushing back, but will they realize that it's dissipated? No, they won't. The frag on the way of CR4ZY. Just cheeky frags all around. I love it. And so does Otton. Very good shutout so far by CR4ZY. This is an impeccable round. Be on the CT side. David P finally with a trade and almost got Otton there too. He did in the end. But now he's all alone. The nade might just dunk him. No, it won't, because he's going towards B. I think enemy's already on the flop here. Opening the doors just in time. Here's enemy. Here's your demise. 6-6. Again, staying neck and neck all the way through. And I still don't see a reason for it to stop. Buy rounds all around. Every round. Kishima back on the server as well, after a light little drop there. It won't really impact them all too much, except for, I think, his stats, but who really cares? What does matter more is the fact that enemy is the only one with an SMG. He is playing it in quite a smart position though. Obviously these closed ranged angles is where you want to keep it. Heretics have something planned up. Something devious, I'd imagine. They go for another outside push by the looks of things. Letney still here. Down by secret. Slowly but surely. 1 minute left. They have taken their time on this, but it's paid off. And that molly won't work either. Nade. No damage. Much like the molly. Esperanto's now the line of defense, but he's coming a bit too late. Maybe just in time. Because he's picked off the last player there, Moccasin. The rest of Heretics still trying to pull off this B, execute. Good molly into Chips will push him off. Goes back out though, and good frag to find. That's Otton helping out too. Davidovic with 2 back, but he's the only one with any frags in the round for Heretics, who have left David P standing all alone. Oh, but he might get the knife here on enemy. Will he? Nah. Oh my god. They don't know of each other's presence. Is awkward. But it's worked out for David P. Massively so. as he now gets the frag. If it was enemy spotting him out there after the round timer, then that wouldn't have been good at all in the latter few rounds of this first half. That SG stays. The others going for just a bunch of pistols, more fast pushes, more shutdowns from Crazy. Often trying to help out, not much help given. It's both him and Chips go down just as he came in. Brought nothing but bad luck. Enemy now trying to revert that bad luck. We're trying to peek in on Lucky. Or any of the others. It is Lucky who's leading the line though. Coming in on Window now. First in, first out of the round. In that 3v3 situation. Esperanto. With a couple frags of his own perhaps, yes. He does always get those, doesn't he? 8-6. Good half from Crazy, especially this last part. It's been nothing but solid from their side. It'll be interesting to see the second half though, which is coming up after this round. We do have to see a struggling Heretics again. Struggling in the sense of economy. They've got another force buy on their hands this time, not even an SMG for them. Instead they'll go for an inside execute. I think they are trying to perhaps fake it. Fake some sort of outside push. Yes, they are. Couple smokes. Couple flashes. The rest of the util amongst all the players is going to come from inside. What a smoke. That's been Letney flashed off. Still, it's enemy instead who shoots through the smoke now. 2 frags rounded up. Nade won't do anything to help, but will it really matter when Heretics don't have anything else but David P? He's all alone now. 9-6 looking like it's inevitable. Enemy watching this right angle too. That's it. 9-6. Great half from Crazy. Not too bad from Heretics either, must be said, but it is certainly as resembled in the scoreline itself, but it is Crazy who have ended up with the better half. We're just waiting on some minor tech issues, I believe. Should only be a minute or so. I mean, Crazy, with the fact that they've been dealing with these aggressive plays all around, it's never really felt all too cohesive from Heretics, I must say, by the way, because they have gone for these fast pushes. It's worked sometimes, other times it's gone completely shut down, but it never feels like they dictate the pace, like they get to control when they go fast, when they go slow. We'll see if that changes when they move on to the CT side with It Is Crazy. I'm just gonna say, they just go on to like to paste it themselves. Here we go. Restart now coming through. That is now the match going back live. As I said, Crazy with the upper hand so far, as you sort of could expect through or before the game started, but as also predicted before, won't be easy, and it hasn't been easy. I don't think it's gonna be any easier now. Moccasin with the dualies up top on Hut. This will be interesting to see. Double the firepower. That's a molly thrown in by Crazy onto the A site as they all go out ramp, or at least 4 of them. Chips coming in, or that's enemy coming in a bit later. Good first frag, good second frag too. Beautifully done from crazy as they keep on rolling. Never stopping. At all. Except for now. Because enemies got taken out. But will it really matter? I think it's really just signifying that we're in a new meta now. Of team saving war when we're saving on the pistol. I mean, you could see this in the past, obviously, but it just doesn't happen in any sort of way that somebody would save dualies and a smoke. But they will now. And that's now 10-6. Heretics have got to watch out here. Or else they may just be caught in a bad cycle. Crazy can start to run away with it. Force back. We'll try and stop this, but guess we'll have to see. Good damage. That's chips. Doing it to Devaduvic. Oh, plenty of damage done. May have just over-exaggerated. Just a tiny bit, but Heretics need all the early round advantages that they can get, because that's how they're going to win this round. It will be difficult, but you just need an early shot, early damage. They can perhaps start to hope for a win. That knee. And the other's going more towards outside now. It's Moccasin with his saved dualies and a nade in his pocket to try and stop it. He was in a good position. Take down enemy who was all alone, actually. As the rest of Crazy have backed off, they're going into ramp instead. They all get taken out. At least from this early part. Lucky coming back in. He's getting help now as well from David P. Oh, good flick though. That will mean that David P's gone. That Chips stays alive. Still going for this frag. Lucky down to 15. He was just so brutal, was Chips. As he comes back out from ramp, it's unexpected to see Kiyoshima there. Not a very pleasant surprise either, much like this. Oh, the knife! You love to see it from Moccasin. 10-7. Heretics, they needed all the advantages they could get. And they got all the advantages they could have. Including a knife. That's now made them be able to afford an AWP as well. In the hands of Moccasin. Carrying it. He has been on fire, I'd say. Not just stats-wise, just had a couple of important frags here every now and then, maybe. That's another one. Although Crazy are on a bit of a force by here. With the pistols, the armor. Devaduvic. It's thrown in. That's often being scared away. Much like a tiger being scared away by fire. That's what they have in common. What they don't have in common is being sprayed down by Devaduvic, I hope. He doesn't have a tiger farm somewhere out in the Western Saharas. Either way. Crazy. Trying to smoke off into... Is that vent they're going for? Yes, it is. That's David P waiting for them. And killing them. So, 8-10. Very good round. Very good. In general from Heretics so far on the CT side. Obviously, we've only seen 2. Again, sample sizes need to enlarge. But from the start, they look solid as a rock. Crazy are stuck on an eco train. What a nade. Toronto still. Nope. never mind. When he's that damaged, even when he goes for something, he won't be able to succeed. They are still staying outside. At least Otten and Chips are. Otten goes for Letney. Won't be able to achieve much this round though. It's just Glocks. Letney doing some very intriguing jumps all over the place. Otten back down as well. That's a knife. Suddenly. Not sure how auto-direct and catch that. But I'm sad it didn't. Naded away. Killed. All in a spray. 9-10. Kiyoshima with the 4K. Very secure so far from Heretics on these anti-ecos, on these anti-forces. They're gonna try and keep that run going. But it is against the first buy round of this second half for CR4ZY. Up on either side. Should get interesting. This could dictate the rest of the match. Crucial for both. Otten starts it off so well. That's just deleted all that Heretics had on outside. On ramp, I mean. The nade was thrown outside. Esperanto almost going down to nade, but not quite. But CR4ZY, I've got this ramp under very lot of control. Mark is in the closest player. He's behind windows, but he is getting smoked off now. Lucky trying to help up from single door 2, closing it. As Makasin opens his doors. Lucky staying behind this smoke as well. Creeping, lurking. Kiyoshima with a frog. It's Lucky. He's able to pick up one himself. Chips with the trade though. 3 on 3 now. I think Heretics should go for this, honestly. It is just so crucial that they get this round. And they will start to prop up for a bit of a retake here, I think. They need some help from David P. The timer's starting to tick out now too. They need this frag, and they do get that frag. A trade's gone through. Otten going down though. It's only Chips who does take down Kiyoshima. David P all alone, even with a frag. It will be 11-9. Crucial round from CR4ZY to win. Very close that finished. Pause now. That round may just dictate the rest. As I said. Yep. Apologies for the tab out. It was a timeout anyway, but it's been cancelled now. Coming back into the game quite quickly. CR4ZY. If they get this round 2, I honestly think they will go on and win it. I just don't see a way for Heretics to come back too well in that way. Otten, you're so close. Oh, just that little pixel where he spots out David P. Not doing too much damage. It is considerable. To some extent at least. In some ways. CR4ZY going for the outside push now. Esperanto sure to be leading the line with that Mac-10 in hand. It's Makasin with an AWP who stands by a secret. Forced off the angle by a Molotov though. A minute left. CR4ZY may just be doing a wrap around into main, or maybe they won't even be able to get that far. After a double from David P and a trade from Kiyoshima, they've both gone down now though, and Letney has completely opened things back up. Shop is open. Otten looking for this one frag that could turn the round so far in their favour. Lucky still on the A site, but they're looking for Makasin. They're on, or they're above him. 25 seconds. He's going around. But Lucky's watching. He always is. Good frag to find as well. It's only Letney with 15 seconds. A 1v2. Fake plants the bomb. It's Moccasin and Lucky who both stand by lobby. They're going to peek in now too. Beautifully timed from the French team. 10-11. Very, very important. Could not be understated. It's now crazy who are on the back foot economy-wise. For around 2k on average. Meanwhile, Heretics have a bucket of cash. Not a bucket, maybe. More of a plastic bag, I don't know. Not quite a chest, more of a small hand basket. Often using a small hand basket himself in the P250. They get one. Esperanto does get traded for that action though. Kiyoshima already tagging him down as David P goes on a mad one. Tapping down. Smooth as ever. Great 4K so far. Might even make it the ace now that the opportunity lines itself up. That's the frag. That's the ace. That's the 11th round for Heretics. Tying it back up to 11-11. These rounds just keep on getting more and more important for both sides. Again, I said it before. I'll say it this time again. It will dictate who just may be able to control the rest of the match. We'll see if that turns out to be the case. We do take a bit of a longer time at this time around, but I think it will be a tactical one, honestly. I can't really blame them for taking a tactical one here when it is 11 all. Can't do, which is then take a timeout in a situation like this. Often. We've seen so much team damage on Crazy, it's outrageous. That he goes on to do that. Moccasin taking him out. Maybe the damage didn't matter in the end. As his life was ended quickly. So was Otton's though, the offender of the knife crime. Enemy. Good double tap to finish off Devaduvek. He's got another one lined up as well. Moccasin missing his chance. And he may just get punished. Maybe not though. Molly to force off Esperanto. They're just running back Crazy. All the way. Maybe taking advantage of Letney's position at the moment. Nobody's been made aware of this either. He's down into secret. Lucky walking around with this knife out, but now he's taking it out. He knows that there could be some action here. Predict it correctly. The rest of Crazy in Esperanto and Enemy. Going for the lobby push now. Through the doors they go. Kiyoshima trying to halt them at the very entrance. He starts off with a good try on Enemy. It's only Esperanto. 1v4 for him. First two go well, but only 24 health to work with as he goes for the one plant. Only taps it though. Lucky. Still around the corner. David P. the same. He creeps around. Nade won't tag him. That might have just finished off his life. Is the door opened? I think it is. Oh, that's going to help him so much. They won't know that he's coming back around. Especially when the bomb is planted like that. But David P. at just the right moment turns around for it. 12-11. Heretics take the lead for the first time in quite a while. Crazy now. If they don't win this round, then Heretics may just have a streak of rounds that would be nothing pleasant at all. You're crazy. Oh, the drop downs. That's worked out so well for Team Heretics, though. That hasn't. The entry into main was horrid, but the actual entry itself into the site was beautiful. Magazine. This round has turned so quickly back and forth. I don't know what to think. All I know is that Magazine's now in a 1-on-2 and he's made his position so well known. With an AWP in his hand, he won't even check the angle up above him. 12-12. Otten the Eagle sevels it, bringing it back in an important way. Back up again. Timeout. Another short one. But another very crucial one for both sides. That timeout. To breathe out. To take in. Now, Heretics suit placed on a back foot. Feels like it. This game does not stop going back and forth, neck and neck, from the very moment where we were at 2-2, I believe. Or we weren't. At least 2-1. It's never stopped giving since then. Don't have any reason to believe White shouldn't stop giving now. As long as Heretics can get back on their feet after this eco. Should have plenty more gifts to unwrap in these last few rounds. Heretics trying to creep through on the B site, specifically the secret area, and oh, that's worked out so well for them by making no sound at all. They have diverted CR4ZY, sort of guided them into this B site. They do take out TVP, but behind the double doors await them a nasty surprise. Double frag for Heretics. More perhaps to be found. Chips peeking through by control room now, but it's Kyoshima instead to double up on frags. He goes back in. They're both damaged on CR4ZY. This cannot be a round where they lose their cool, their temper. Makasin just needs to chip a tag to take either one out. Same goes for Kyoshima. Chips going down and Otten does the same. What a round for Heretics to win. And an eco no one suspected them to win, including themselves. They've only gone and won it. I said they needed to get back on their feet after the eco. Well, maybe it's CR4ZY who need to get back on their feet after the eco. Because you should not be losing that round. When you're in this close of a position, may just lose you the game. Oh, and that may lose you the game too. If Heretics win this round, then they're up 14-12, and CR4ZY are going to be very bad economy-wise. Devadjuvek suspecting the peak. Great pre-fire and a great spray. The molly thrown in there as well. It's only let me left. Just wonderfully executed round from Heretics on the CT side. 1-on-5 for him. Comes back out, but he's shut out by 3 separate players. Won't even be able to face the first one without going down to the floor and perhaps going down in general, because Heretics may just go up on match point here. Oh, timeout. I think we could have all predicted a timeout to come there. Crazy. Racking their brains. Thinking about what they should do. I wouldn't know in this position either, honestly. These pistols, I just don't see them working. You obviously have some very, very good players on these pistols, but they are going to need a miraculous round in the style of what Heretics got in that 12-12 round. We'll see if that's the case or not. David P. Can't quite find Letney yet. It's a fast execute onto the A site. Kiyoshima taking out him. And Lucky do the other work. And that's an absolute and utter meltdown. So quickly. It unraveled. So quickly. Heretics had placed themselves onto match point. Three rounds to win for Crazy without losing a single one. No slip-ups can come now. Need to be nothing but immaculate if they want to try and make this happen. CR4ZY and Lucky setup. It's such a perfect setup for this, but Esperanto's still taking the head off CR4ZY. Lucky trying to get this trade. Has spotted him. How does Esperanto get that frag? Even when he gets traded, this could be massive for Crazy as they try and find a trade of their own. Oh, Makasin who misses a shot, and that's chips. It's made it a 3-on-2 for them. It's still David P on this site, hiding under the boxes. No one's checked it yet either, with 1:05 on the clock. Kiyoshima coming for vent now. David P has got a 3 kill. And Kiyoshima has won one in the raffle. Ships is the last one standing on only 12 health. It won't last long. Wonderful game. Especially from Heretics, who go on to win it. 16-12 it finishes. I don't think it does the game justice, that scoreline, honestly. Tight all throughout, neck and neck. The round that really changed it was when Heretics, in the 12-12 round, in round 25, got Nico through and won it. That's when it changed. That's when they won it in their hearts, and that's when the game turned to win it outright. I've been your caster, Stromas. Hope you enjoyed our time together here at Stromas on Twitter. Make sure to follow Vortex as well on Twitter at VortexENMT, I believe. Make sure to follow the Twitch channel as well. All that good stuff. You know the drill. We'll be cutting away for a bit of an ad. I think when we come back, we should have another game on the cards. Yeah, no, never mind. It's actually cancelled. That's it for us then. Here on Vortex tonight. We'll be seeing you back in the not so distant future. I think tomorrow or the day after that we have a couple games. Either way, hope you enjoyed. As mentioned, we'll see you next time. Bye for now.